All right, good afternoon, traders. Hopefully, everyone is having a good day today. All market indices up today. Now, before we get into the show, I really do want to thank all my subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Now, if you're not a subscriber and you happen to be watching the show, go ahead and do so. I really do think you're going to get a lot of valuable information from my technical setups. All right, with that, as you know, we are going to go over the SPY first, check out some key technical levels. Then we are going to go over two stocks that our subscribers had asked me to talk about, and then we will go over the three stocks that I think look extremely bullish going into tomorrow. All right, let's check out the SPY. So as you know from yesterday's show, I did say watch and see how we open up. Don't overreact. Watch that first 30-minute time frame and make your decisions based on that second 30-minute candle, right? So if you did that, we did, obviously gap up a little bit from yesterday's close. We did run past that first 30-minute candle, that first second 30-minute time frame, and then we did end up touching that 10 SMA right here. Now, if you remember again from yesterday's show, I said we'd initially see a little bit of resistance right through that midpoint Bollinger Band, but we blew right through that right in the beginning of the day. But then we did counter a little bit of resistance once we hit that 10 SMA right here, and we did close below that midpoint Bollinger Band. So again, for tomorrow, watch how we open, see if we can, hold today's lows. If we can do that, and then continue to grind higher past that first 30-minute time frame, I really do think we are going to continue to go higher. But conversely, if we do gap lower or we can't sustain these lows tomorrow, watch this market for that. Watch some support right back down here at that 50-day moving average, right down here at let's call it 371 for tomorrow. Okay, that is the SPY. All right, so a couple of my subscribers had asked me a couple of stocks. Rod from Las Vegas asked me about UAVS. This one had a decent day today. It was up about 6.8%. We did hold yesterday's low right here. We did, finish in the green. Not exactly the way I would have liked to seen a close, but it's not really too bad, Rod. What I really do like on this one, you can take a small initial position on this tomorrow at the open if you like the name and you know about UAVS, and then I would add to my position once we let's say cross today's high up here of $11.40. That's how I would play it. I would buy it right in the morning. I wouldn't even wait for that first 30-minute candle, unless, of course, we do gap lower. If we gap lower, do not touch it, because if we do gap lower, these two lows from today and yesterday will probably be breached, and then this midpoint Bollinger Band will come into play right here at 938. So if you are patient and if this gets taken out on the downside tomorrow, target this 938, 950 area as some support. Okay, Rod? That is UAVS. Then we had another subscriber ask me about STNG. STNG was actually up today. I'm really surprised. He wanted to know a little bit of technical analysis on this one, a little TA. Ever since that descending trend line right here, we broke above it, and then we made this nice little high up here back on the 13th of January, and then since then it retraced all the way back down to this 50-day moving average. So for me, it's imperative we start moving higher now. I mean, we're at right here at this inflection point at this 50-day moving average, and we really need to start taking out these highs tomorrow. If not, if we start closing below this 50-day moving average, I really do think we are going to start seeing lower lows in this one. Okay, that is STNG. It needs to turn around now, or in my opinion, we are going to start seeing, maybe new 52-week lows on STNG. All right, let's go into the three stocks that I think look really good going into tomorrow. And first one is AVXL. All right, let's check out AVXL. So AVXL, I have all these alerts set if you look on the screen. But what I do like about the stock, clearly that 10 SMA is above the 50, and that 50 is above the 200. And anyone who does watch the show, that is that bullish chart that we like. We are above this value area high. We're hitting this upper Bollinger Band. So to me, now we're starting to get into that momentum trade that we like, right? These runs that we can get into. Now, since we're above this value area high, and take a look, there's not much inventory or shares traded above us. There's going to be very little resistance above us. That means higher price appreciation. So put this on your list for tomorrow. Be a buyer above today's high, or you can buy right at the open, but you need to hold. It needs to hold this 10 SMA right down here, right here at $6, let's call it, okay? That is AVXL. Second stock on the list that looks really good going into tomorrow, had a really good day today, is MARA. So this one, after making that 52-week high, did retrace all the way back down to this midpoint Bollinger Band. It did close up, came up, went above it, came back down, retested those lows of 1575. Now we're back in this nice little zone here where we're trying to get back above this, this 10 SMA right here, and that would be nice because the 10 is above the 50 and the 50 is above the 200. We're up in this value area right here, this new value area, and there's not many shares traded above us. So again, for tomorrow, if you want to be a buyer at the open, go ahead, be a buyer, and then clearly use today's low. It is imperative that we hold that $17 mark right down here. Now, if we don't, if we gap higher, and then obviously move below that $17 mark right here, that means that whole move was wrong, and we'll probably see lower pricing going forward. Okay. All right. Let's check out that the 513 EMA chart right here. So the 5 is about to cross that 13. It'll print that tomorrow. So now, to me, it looks like we are starting a new uptrend, in my opinion. So that 5 will be crossing that 13 EMA. And then lastly, let's check out that weekly price action right here. Is the price above that 9 SMA? And yes, it is. Clearly, that price is way above that 9 SMA. It's all the way down here at 14.15. That is MARA. All right, last stock on the list that looks good going into tomorrow. This one has really good trade location. The risk reward setup is really nice, and that is one that we've also played in the past. It's NETE. If you take a look at this, we've the chart. 5 above the 10 is above the 50, 50 is above the 200. We're kind of far from that value area high, but not crazy far. The one thing I do like about this chart, take a look, guys. We're right here at this 50-day moving average right here. That's perfect, right? We still have that setup where the 10 is above the 50 and the 50 is above the 200, but yet we're right here, right there. Trade location is great. Right down here at 1234. So your risk reward setup is perfect almost. Any close below today's low, it would be a sell in my opinion. Tomorrow I am putting an alert. I will be a buyer above today's high, and then clearly use this 50-day moving average down here as my out. Okay, that is NETE. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. My name is Eric, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below, and I'll make sure to get back to you with any questions you may have on technical analysis or anything else you may want to know about the stock market. Okay? All right, thanks again. Again, if you are watching the show and you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe. I really do think you're going to get a lot of valuable information from my technical setups. I give you the ins, why we're getting in, the price out, why we're getting out. Okay, guys, have a great night. We will see you tomorrow after the close. Tomorrow is Friday. We are going to go over Eric's Sunday's best picks. We'll see how they performed for the week, and then I'll let you go. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. And remember, trade smart,